back to DTT. I'm Mustafa. You got your boy Ish right here, and you got Gigs on my side. We promised you from last week. We're gonna talk about whether women do actually say whatever they actually mean. Does that mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
all right. So where did I leave
You
off
brought
last
up the
time?
question, so
I
you
did
have
bring
to
up the
start it up.
question.
For us.
I know. I brought up the question, and that was that does what they say correlate to what they actually do or what actually happens? You know. So what do you guys think about that? Firstly,
Honestly, I think maybe they actually believe that we were talking about dad bods, right? And maybe they actually believe in that instance that they actually like dad bods, whether it's like it shows that the man likes to have fun, whatever it might be. But I think also sometimes us as humans in general, we say stuff that we don't mean, and I don't know if that's something that's limited to only females most of the time. I think it's something that's both genders dip their toes in.
interesting. What do you think?
I think that when it comes to like the whole, the women, when they
They don't say it.
a woman will tell you this. Mind you, now I'm speaking as a guy that has experience. I have 4 sisters and a mom,
Mm-hmm.
so I have a lot of experience with women
Mm-hmm.
of all ages, right? Now, they'll say, okay, like let's take my mom for example, right? My mom, she'll be like, okay, I want you to take me to this person's place on Tuesday, right? Tuesday comes around. Like, oh, I didn't mean this Tuesday, I meant the next Tuesday. The next Tuesday comes. It's like, oh, yeah, right. The other one. Now, mind you, she keeps doing this, and I'm like, you literally said Tuesday. That was last week Tuesday. It's like, oh, the next one.
Mm-hmm.
The next one that comes, you keep pushing. It's a thing of they like, for example, my sisters, I could be like, you can ask any girl you want. Be like, okay, so this guy is 6 foot tall, has a good business, whatever, right? Rich guy. This guy is 5'11", whatever. Same thing. They'll be like, but I want a guy that's tall. Then they get it with a guy that's tall, like, nah, it's too tall. It's not aesthetically pleasing. Like, so what is it that you what? So I think it's a thing of, hey, God help them, but
I think
ladies, I'm not trying to come back to them. I'm just saying they need help with that.
I think we were talking about it earlier. I think they like the idea of some things, and
That's
once
what
they
I'm
actually see
what it is
in person,
then
they
like,
might not have the same opinion.
No, I agree with that. I agree. That's what I was saying. I was saying that's probably the idea of, that thing that they want. They could say they want a certain type of guy, but they end up with a certain type, and you're like, wait, that's the opposite of what you said you wanted.
Exactly.
So it's quite interesting. But I also think, and maybe this is something I gotta ask an actual female, but the decisions are also dictated by maybe their emotions as well.
That's 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want to know like what percentage that might be.
Fun fact, actually, not fun fact really, but I read it somewhere where it was like, men are controlled by what they see, women are controlled by what they hear.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because as a guy, if you see a beautiful woman, that's a beautiful woman to you. A girl, they don't, like, obviously they'll see a guy and be like, oh, he's cute or whatever, but it's more of what they, like, that's why you ever see a guy, like, you're like, ugh, like, that brother is not the best looking brother, but, you see him with the most prettiest woman, you're like, oh, you got a clock. It's not how he looks, what he says to her. It's probably like, hey, what, how you doing, whatever, you're good. It's very nice and stuff, But,
shout out Jeff.
Yeah, shout out Jeff.
Shout out Jeff.
I kind of like Jeff. I'm coming over still, but like and that type of a thing, and then so it's more of a thing of whatever they hear or whatever is being told to them is what they base it on, plus emotion. That's what I think.
I saw it as a different way than what you said. When you said what men see, I thought it was the actions that they see from what the female does. Like they focus on the actions,
right?
But the females focus on what the guy says to them.
Yeah.
And that's what I saw when you said that.
I don't know because I think it's usually the other way around.
Do you think so?
I think it's the other way around, more so because
Elaborate.
guys can be very deceptive, bro. No lie.
That is true.
Guys can be very deceptive.
That is true.
And
if
you do, if you do if you say the right things and do the right actions, man, you've got them just like that.
Exactly.
But for us, I'd say the guys are the same way as well. Sometimes a girl can see something and we're like, oh my gosh. But it's more so the other way around. I think
Interesting.
more so because have you seen you've heard about the bad boy, nice guy, bad boy debate?
Yeah.
How do you think the bad boys get in there, man? It's because of what they say, man. What they
Exactly.
do, the actions.
That is true.
Yeah. Treat them as second rate, and then when you have the nice guy who's doing everything they want, it's
And
like,
they're like,
All I can say is
Yeah.
there's two nice guys here and a bad boy, and the bad boy guy's a
It's
girlfriend.
you. It's you. Look at him. Between both of us, we have all three of us. He has the haircut. He has the haircut. Look, guys. Honestly, yeah. I wish we could show you his outfit. This brother came in today looking dapper.
prepared.
Look at me and Ish. We're like, humble, nice. He came in here, guys. If you see his feet,
What is
he has Gucci shoes on. Look at this. The boy is looking fresh
It's
and clean.
because this was
That's
my
a bad
first
boy.
haircut in like 2 months, so I had to drip out, man.
Right.
It's my first showing.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
okay.
Yeah, that's
To
what
match
it is.
All right.
Good one. Good comeback, man.
Good comeback.
Okay,
That was a good
okay,
comeback.
okay.
We're talking about the nice guy and bad boy.
Yeah.
Wanna talk
So
about
what do you think about that, man?
I think what you're saying is correct. Like when it comes to the whole bad boy, nice guy thing, like girls always say, I want to be a nice guy because I want to live in a beautiful house, white picket fence, blah 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 blah. And then Tom Hanks in a bike, tattoos,
Never happened before.
just rides by. Next thing you know, they go from saying that to be like, ooh, I want him. Like, what? You just said you want a nice guy. A guy that obviously, this is no harm or no.
This is
whatever.
not every woman out
Yeah,
there.
this is not every woman, of course. Disclaimer, We'd like to also say the fact that, not every guy that rides a motorcycle is a bad guy, but we're just using that as an example.
Mhm.
So he goes by, then she's like, oh, man, never mind. I'm on that guy. I'm sorry, that guy has like records and stuff like that. He is not a good. He's far from your white picket house and everything.
Exactly.
So what is it? So it's a thing of I just say, look, you just gotta tell her, look, this is who I am. If you want it, good. If you don't want it,
Exactly.
I think you go
Exactly.
back to the idea, to the thing I said before, that women like the idea of something, and they like the idea of a bad guy.
right?
Because it's like, it reminds me of like a movie,
Mm.
Usually, the cooler guy is the bad guy, where he's driving, like you said, the motorcycle.
Yeah.
He's driving the car very fast.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it goes back to the idea. You don't want a guy who's like, I like this, I like that, like compliments all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's deep, man. That's deep, truly. I mean, honestly, all in all, as a man, you just gotta like focus on yourself. You know what I mean when it comes to
That's
this
true.
type of stuff. Because truly, if you chase it, man, it's gonna run away from you. You've heard about this thing in life where sometimes when you chase something, it goes further away from you. But once you turn your attention away from it, then all of a sudden it starts coming. And that's just not for just relationships, but just with everything in life, man.
That is true.
To have a certain element of detachment.
Mm.
I think that's what they find attractive mostly as well.
Yeah.
Because the guy's life isn't more so revolved around her.
Right.
The guy has other things going on. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, that attention isn't 100%
Towards her.
on,
so.
on the person.
Interesting.
Mm.
That's what I think. So
Well, guys, let us know what y'all think in the
Yeah,
comments. But
100%.
this is just our opinion.
this is our opinion, our
You
experience.
could disagree. You could disagree. That's okay.
And I think we talked about what females prefer. What do you think guys prefer?
Guys.
Is it
Girl with big bunda. Just kidding.
Astaghfirullah, brother.
Just
Astaghfirullah,
kidding.
man. Get
That was
outta
a
here.
joke.
Get out of here.
We like.
Do you think guys actually
Yes.
care a lot about the character of a person?
Yeah.
I will tell
When-
you one thing.
I think.
Go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off. I think when you get to a certain level, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Cause this guy, he's like a YouTuber, British YouTuber, right? He was like, it's not about you being a sweet one, it's about what comes after that. Because there's a million sweet ones. Meaning like there's a million good girls, but after being a good girl or being a baddie or whatever, what else do you have to offer? You know what I mean? Like, do you cook?
Yeah,
Do you
of
clean?
course.
Are you nice? Are you, educated about the family? Are you like someone that cares about family and stuff like that? Or are you just like, okay, I'm a baddie and that's it. We're gonna keep it going. Just like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
after being a baddie, come on, sister, you need
Mhm.
something else. Okay?
Yeah. For me, I'd say it's underrated, and most guys usually don't even admit to this. But it's a nurturing woman, man.
That too.
That, honestly, maybe just my opinion, but I think that even cannot trumps like a woman's looks. Even
Yeah.
how nurturing they can be. A
How
prime
supportive.
example, supportive. I'd say an example of this is like, you know, how catering she is to you.
Right.
You know, doing the small things,
Right.
checking up, phone calls, you know,
Right.
even little actions like, let's say you're doing something and she does something unknowingly for you that is so tiny.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you're in a date with a girl, right? And she noticed that there's water and your cup is empty or something, and she pours it in for you without you even asking, bro. Look at him, look at him. That's what I'm saying.
Cameraman, take notes. Take notes.
No,
Nothing beats a nurturing woman.
but
Nothing.
you know what I've heard a girl say. I've heard a girl say that guys always say they want a nurturing woman, but I think certain women take it the wrong way because they think, oh damn, so what? He want his mother? Like
Yeah, exactly,
they
that's
like,
right.
oh, now
I've
you want
never
me to be your
gotten
mother?
that.
It's
Never
not-
gotten that, dude.
It's not a fit
Never.
of wanting to be. I don't want you to be my mother. My mother takes care of me. My mother whoops me sometimes.
Yeah, but the thing is it a bad thing to be like my mother? Because my mother was a nurturing woman, no?
Yeah, exactly.
My mother was the person who took care of me,
But you have
who
to-
loved me before everything else that she did.
Exactly.
That's true. But the
So-
thing is, you have to think, like, some of these girls, unfortunately, get influenced a lot with the social media and everything going on. So in their head, they think, okay, if this guy wants a nurturing woman, or he wants a woman to baby him like his mother, no, he just wants you to be nurturing because when he has kids with you, I don't want my wife outside in the club at night when she's supposed to be reading bedtime stories to our kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so like, that's something my mom would. My mom's not in the club. See her like, okay, kids, make sure you brush your teeth, go to bed, eat, wake up at this time, get the food ready, you know, take care of the household.
And that's why she's your mom, because your father actually chose a woman that could, like, what do you call it, trust to take care of you
Yeah.
guys.
Right.
You know, someone that is dependable, someone that's trustworthy,
Yeah.
someone, like you said, nurturing. I like that word.
Yeah.
Yeah, nurturing is very important.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, your mom probably nurtured your dad. That's the reason why.
It's a great man.
Mhm.
Truly,
Yeah.
truly, man. That's what I was.
You know what it is? I think most women want a finished product. When it comes to the nurturing thing, they want a finished product, but they don't want to be part of the journey.
Interesting.
Meaning, like,
Elaborate.
Yeah.
like for example, a guy can go from being super rich to super broke depending on the woman that he has by his side. Do you guys agree with that or not?
I agree with that actually.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do.
He can also go from being super broke to super rich depending on the type of woman that he has by his side.
Mhm.
Every great king, every bad king or whatever there's always a queen there.
Yeah.
If you pick the right queen, that determines your rise or your fall.
I
So
agree.
pick wisely.
Speak wisely indeed, man.
Alright.
How's the saying go, man? How's the saying go? Every successful man has a.
Behind every successful man, there's a great woman.
Mhm.
Exactly, and that's really how it is, man.
Yeah.
True
So
that.
we gotta be choosing, man. We gotta be choosing indeed.
Yeah.
So,
You guys anything more to add?
uh,
All I've learned is that.
yeah. Go
Take
on,
it.
go
No,
on,
no,
go
no,
on,
you
go
say
on,
it
go
first.
on.
You
Go
say
on.
first.
What I've learned is it's quite interesting actually. Now, I don't know if the cameraman wants to say anything in regards to what we said. Feel free to speak behind it as well. But what do you think? Do you think that it's a thing of how the emotions are, or what do you think? What do you think overall? Does the emotions dictate the decision, which is why it is what it is, or what?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, our manager is the one behind the camera.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Shout out Lydia.
And you know we gotta get both perspectives here. It's not one sided.
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah.
What I've learned is that females should pour their guys' cups full, and guys should buy motorcycles. And that's it for today's episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys. With love and guidance, of course.
Yeah, love and guidance.
It's Mustafa, Ish, and Gigs.
All right.
Ta-ta.